Decapolis is a double-pronged approach to missions, combining a traditional missions approach and a tent-making approach. Decapolis Community Development Center is the ministry arm of Decapolis, while Decapolis Multi-Concept Limited is the business arm. These two work together to carry out the mission and realize the vision of Decapolis. We wanted something that was not overtly Christian in order not to be a deterrent to Muslims in our communities, and because the proliferation of false for-profit preachers has really tarnished people's views of Christianity. Many people want nothing to do with what they assume is some sort of a scam. However, we still wanted something that had missional significance. In the Bible, the demon-possessed man who was healed by Jesus during his visit to the Decapolis, after he was healed, Jesus commanded the man to return to his home first to tell what God had done, and then spread throughout the rest of the 10 cities in the region. Following this same principle, Decapolis is starting at home in Raf's home village, Ika district in Kogi State, Nigeria, to share the good news and then spread out to other communities from there. Our vision is to equip and empower the most vulnerable people in Nigeria to improve their own communities. Our mission is to make available vocational training through skills acquisition programs, scholarships, and job opportunities for youth in impoverished rural communities in Nigeria. Our trainings and interventions focus on 4 main areas: skill acquisition, renewable energy, accessibility to quality healthcare, and agriculture and nutrition for self-reliance and to interrupt the cycle of poverty in their communities. The property you all partnered with us to purchase is the site for our pilot community development center. Our vision is to have these centers in multiple communities throughout rural Nigeria. And this is where our skills acquisition center and other community outreach initiatives, as well as our evangelism efforts, will be based. Meanwhile, the Decapolis business arm will be involved in profit-making opportunities, like our recent farming project. Though it takes some time to actually start making a profit, the goal is to eventually be able to use the profits from the business to help offset some of the ministry expenses. For example, staff salaries. Apart from farming, we plan to start other businesses as well, and this group of businesses will then also provide employment opportunities for locals in the communities and on-the-job training and resume building for the graduates of the community development centers. It is our aim to design a business strategy to suit the trainings of our students by partnering with established businesses and through the business arm of the organization, Decapolis Multi-Concept Limited, for gainful employment. One of our main accomplishments was our maize farm project, initiated last year, 2021. One of our major goals is to be intentional in our interventions, to fix the broken aid system that after year throws money at the symptoms of problems without resulting in any sustainable change. Our approach will allow communities to be responsible for decisions that will change the cycle of poverty. Apart from empowering the community through direct employment in our pilot agricultural programs, the Maize Pilot Project addresses this need for change in the aid system by modeling for the community updated farming techniques that will improve their yield, resulting in greater profits. As local farmers watched with keen interest what we were doing, they argued every step of the way that it was not going to work.
When we planted, they said that we planted the seeds too close together. The seeds will never sprout. Once the seeds sprouted, they said that we should go in and thin out the crops or the air will not circulate and the plants will not grow. However, the plants grew and the stalks were thicker than the local corn stalks. Furthermore, they said that the corn will never tassel. Once the corn started to tassel, people started to wonder if our newer methods might work. Interestingly, the harvest started and people could see with their own eyes the greater yield. They started asking for help to reproduce our results in their own farm on a small scale.
If we had simply gone in, as many aid projects do, and told the farmers, here's the new way you're going to plant maize, they would have sabotaged the efforts all along the way, believing there was no value in our new methods, that the old ways of doing things were the best. And in the end, due to the sabotages, there would have been no measurable difference between the old and new methods.
Because of our approach, going in and taking the risk ourselves, modeling the newer method without cutting corners, they can see the difference, and with that, the interest in modern farming technique is being initiated by them. They want the yield we have and are now willing to take the measures we did to have that. It becomes a sustainable change because the local farmers now believe in it.
The Maize Pilot Project also highlights how the business and ministry arms of Decapolis work together. In addition to being a training ground for our agricultural students once our centers are up and running, it also involves us directly in the community and learns of their true needs. One of the outreaches of our ministry deals with accessible healthcare. During the harvest, we discovered that one of our workers who claimed to be 6 months pregnant, though she was really 8 to 9 months pregnant, had not had any prenatal care. Decapolis immediately had her registered in the local mission hospital's prenatal program and offered to cover all the costs, including the cost of having the baby in the hospital instead of at home or at a questionable local clinic. She did just that a few weeks later, and we were filled with joy to meet our little harvest baby, a healthy little boy, in November when we visited the community. Another of our goals is dealing with the issue of food insecurity. Therefore, our business arm followed the biblical principle of allowing widows to go into the fields and glean after the harvest. We learned from local authorities that there are over 200 widows in just 2 communities in the cluster of 28 villages our first project is serving. And throughout all of these business interactions, we've seen multiple opportunities to share the gospel with those who might never be willing to attend an evangelistic meeting or a church service. But just like with the modern farming techniques, when they see the difference in our lives and in our business dealings, they are the ones who start asking questions and want to know what makes us different. And then we have unique opportunities to share the love of Christ and the truth of the gospel with softened hearts.
One of the things we noticed during the harvest of our pilot maize farm project was lack of any light at night in the community. Walking into the nights to get the harvest in and coming back to base late in the dark has security risk, as well as making it difficult to finish what needs to be done once we are back to base. Another of our goals is meeting needs in communities through provision of renewable energy sources. And to this end, so we paired this goal with the need we saw for light and installed a solar street lamp at our storage facility where our maize is kept. By modeling a pilot phase, as with the farm, people can see that solar energy works, it is cost-effective and sustainable. Community members have already begun commenting on the positive impact of the light, which means they will be ready to take on the responsibility of maintaining these street lamps when we introduce more into the communities at their request. Though we eventually offer different types of trainings, including modern garment making, masonry, carpentry, welding and fabrication, electrical installation, digital photography and videography, digital printing and branding, the starting point for the pilot project, in addition to agriculture, we focus on information technology and service management, as well as coding, in which students will learn to identify current issues or problems within their environment and create apps to tackle them, among other things. This program will involve minimal startup and material costs, and we offer clear and immediate opportunities for our Give a Kid a Job program, a program in place of sponsorship that will empower students by paying them to provide a service based on the acquired skills rather than just giving them handouts.
We will also be introducing summer school programs for our trainees, which will give us a fun way to promote literacy and numeracy through immersive experiences and fun topics like outer space, dinosaurs, and under the sea, while also broadening their understanding of God's creation. This then creates more opportunities for evangelism, including movie times for the entire village. Due to the lack of entertainment options in rural communities, villagers don't really care if it's a gospel movie or not. They're just excited to see a film. So we can use this opportunity to plant seeds. The age group we are targeting is 7 to 14 years old. However, we will create room for adult literacy where grandparents, mothers, and fathers can also learn basic literacy. As the name implies, they are community development centers where everyone will be able to benefit and gain skills through all kinds of different programs and initiatives that will empower them to lift themselves and their communities out of poverty. You can partner with us in several ways. 1. Sign up to receive our monthly updates so that you can partner with us in prayer. 2. Support the work of the ministry by signing up to become a monthly financial donor or by participating in our fundraisers as various specific needs arise. 3. Support the business arm of Decapolis by making a business investment in this year's maize farm. 4. Volunteer your time and talents as direct ministry opportunities arise. One area that we are specifically looking for help in right now is from anyone who has experience and time to help us with grant writing. For more information, visit our websites www.decapoliscenter.org and www.decapolis.com.ng. You can also send us an email at hello@decapoliscenter.org, forraphael@gmail.com, or crystal.raphael2019@gmail.com. You can call us at +234 806 127 6058. Connect with us on WhatsApp at +234 802 417 5393 and +234 901 477 8687. And follow us on these social media handles.